What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Alolan DataDex with me, TheOneIntegral. Last episode we covered Palossand from the Generation 7 Pokédex, and I gave you a choice for today between two water types. We had Lanturn, the water electric type, and then Bruxish, the water psychic type, and you guys chose Lanturn, so going a bit Gen 2 old school. That's cool, we'll cover that today, but of course next episode is episode 155, and as we usually do, past doing the Generation 7 stuff, every 5 episodes we cover a Mega or a Legendary or something like that. So the vote for next episode's Pokemon is going to be between Slowbro or Nihilego. So you want to see the Mega Slowbro, or do you want to see the Ultra Beast Nihilego, the good old UB01? Let me know down below in the comment section by saying either Slowbro or Nihilego. The one with most votes will cover next episode, but for now let's jump and have a look at Lanturn. Lanturn is number 171 in the National Pokédex, is a water electric type as mentioned, and is the light Pokemon. It's only 3 foot 11 inches or 1.2 meters, but if you turn that into length, it's still pretty big. It weighs 49.6 pounds or 22.5 kilograms, and is in the Water 2A group, which isn't too surprising, with the male-female split being 50-50. Evolution-wise, of course, its pre-evolution is Chinchou rather than Lanturn. It doesn't evolve to itself, that would make any sense at all. Chinchou, and then Chinchou evolved into Lanturn starting at level 27 or above. Looking at its health points, or its base stats, which include health points, its highest stat is indeed health points, hence the health points, at 125, which is pretty cool. And then going further, it drops right down to special attack and special defense at 76, speed at 67, and an attack and defense at 58. So clearly a special attacker or specially defensive Pokemon, if anything, and more tuned to bulk rather than really doing a lot of damage. In terms of abilities, we have 3 available. The first is Volt Absorb, which restores health points if you hit by an electric type move, which is okay I suppose. Obviously no one's going to really purposely attack you with electric type moves because of that possibility, but if you could switch in on one, would be pretty good. Illuminate is another option which doesn't do anything in battle, it just raises the likelihood of meeting wild Pokemon outside of battle, so irrelevant in this video. And the hidden ability is similar to Volt Absorb, it's Water Absorb, so you either restore health points from electric type moves or you restore health points from water type moves. So really it's 50-50 with these abilities, but generally Volt Absorb is the better of the two, because if you look at the two, it makes you immune to electric, makes you immune to water, you actually already resist water, whereas electric you do not, so Volt Absorb generally is the better chosen one there. In terms of the typing, as is water electric, resists fire, water, flying, ice and steel is a 4 times resistance, so it's pretty cool there. Is weak to grass and ground, and then takes neutral from the other types there, so really it's a decent typing to be honest. No immunities, but you can have everything really, can you? It's just a rule of life. And fire resistances, which is pretty good there. Of course, factor in the Volt Absorb, you get another immunity to electric types, that's 1 less neutral there. In terms of the abilities you could use with a Lanturn, well, we're having, sort of a 50-50 split between status and actual attacking moves. So first at level 6, or of course via TM, we have Thunder Wave, 90% accuracy in this generation, but if you get some paralysis off into the opponent, it's always pretty good. You stunt them, your lower speed doesn't really matter as much since they're halved in speed, and you can start, outclassing them I suppose. The only other level up move we have here is Hydro Pump, which is quite a powerful move. 110 base power, only 80% accuracy, but in terms of, you're going to run a Hydro Pump when you need to do the nuke, so if you hit it, it's going to be great. If you don't, well. Then the TMs, another alternative to Thunder Wave is Toxic, TM06, same accuracy, of course it poisons them and slowly withers their health points down rather than paralysing them, so it's whether you go for one or the other, stall them out or take advantage of their lowered speed. TM10 Hidden Power. One downside to Lanturn is the limited move pool, so Hidden Power can be used to shore that up to some extent. So of course, looking at your 2 weaknesses, you have Grass and Ground. Of course, Ice type Hidden Power would be pretty good to cover those two, although we have an Ice type move coming up, so maybe not that, but other options are available too. Ice type move is right here, TM13 Ice Beam, the expected Ice type move, higher base power than Hidden Power as well, so definitely a run to cover those Grass and Ground weaknesses. Then TM17 Protect, if you're running Toxic, you can definitely combine this with a Protect for being annoying basically, so Toxic and then Protect every other turn to survive while your opponent slowly dies. Then another water type move with TM55 Scald. It was going to come up, wasn't it guys? Less power than Hydro Pump, but of course you can get that nice cheeky burn off, so we have paralysis, poison and burn, so Lanturn's got all 3 at its behest, and of course Scald is decent power too. And of course it can nullify those physical attackers. Then with TM72 we have the last TM, which is Volt Switch. basically your only electric type attacking move we have here. Of course you can run Thunderbolt, you can run Thunder, etc. But we're running Volt Switch in this case because we don't need total power, we get that in the water typing. So Volt Switch is used mainly as a pivot, and we don't want to waste 2 slots with electric type moves to have Volt Switch as well. The only move left is a tutor move from Auras only, so you won't be able to use this in some formats, but that move is Heal Bell, which of course heals you. Who would have guessed? But not just that, it heals you and the rest of your party, don't forget, so that's pretty good. You, your party, and all your allies and everything, so pretty good there. So why would you want to run Heal Bell? Well, of course, if you do get toxic yourself, you could come, if you're having a toxic war, you can just combat them with a Heal Bell and happy days. So if we then look at the sets, we have 2 sets to look at. The first one is a tanky attacking one, the second one is more tanky overall. So the moveset for the first set is going to be Scald or Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, Ice Beam and Hidden Power, Volt Absorb as the ability as mentioned, Modest Nature, and Assault Vest, hence the bulk. And then EVs we have maximum special attack, and then a mix between special defense to bulk that up higher and speed to give us some level of speed. So the idea here is that obviously Assault Vest boosts your special defense a lot, and of course you have to run 4 attacking moves, so Scald and Volt Switch are your 2 stabs, of course Hydro Pump if you want to run that as well, Ice Beam coverage for grass and ground types, and then Hidden Power of course is just coverage for whatever type you choose, because otherwise you wouldn't have another attacking move basically, so that's what you're going to run in there. In terms of the choice between Scald and Hydro Pump, as always, it's a chance for burn against power and less accuracy. So I would personally go for Scald, but in those cases that you could use it as a nuke, Hydro Pump would be the way to go there. We have the Modest Nature for maximum special attack because that's what we need really to be able to deal out some pretty big hits behind the Assault Vest, and of course that's echoed in the EVs, as well as having some speed EVs there to level it up a bit. But we do need that Modest Nature to give us enough power to start dealing some damage. So in terms of using this set, it's an Assault Vest set, there's not much to it really. You go and you attack. Of course, you want to play it safe, you don't want to say, I'm just going to sit here and attack until I die, because you might be dying next turn if they switch in a grass type, for example. So you want to be careful in that instance, but yeah, so basically you just go and you attack, and then you want to play it safe and switch out if you need to. As mentioned, the second set is more sort of focused on bulk, so no attacking moves really. We do have 1 though, or 2 actually, which is Scald and Volt Switch to start off, and we have Heal Bell, and then finally the last slot is Toxic, Thunder Wave, or Protect. Volt Absorb once more, a Calm Nature this time to boost our special defense, nice for us, and Leftovers as held item. And the EVs, we have a nice big spread here, 208 in special defense to give us some big bulk in there, 114 in physical defense to shore that up enough so we don't just get completely wiped in one hit, 120 in speed, so we actually have some speed to get some Toxics or some Heal Bells or some Thunder Waves off, and then 14 health points just to give us that overall bulk. So the idea is Scald and Volt Switch are attacking moves, so you can actually still do damage with this set, it's just more geared to being defensive with a bit of damage on the side. Scald and Volt Switch stabs there. Heal Bell is, of course, if you're in a toxic war, you need to heal up, otherwise you're going to lose that thing. So Heal Bell also, as mentioned, heals all your allies too, so Lanturn can be used, if of course you're using Heal Bell as an allowed move, can be used as a healer for the team. And then the last lot, Toxic, Thunder Wave, Protect. Toxic allows you to do those stall battles. Thunder Wave allows you to cripple the opponent's speed and then start attacking them, so that's the, you have to be relying on your actual attacks to do damage here, whereas with Toxic you can actually rely on Toxic most of the time. And then Protect as another option is where you're not relying on status or anything like that, you're just going for Protect and then you're attacking yourself and rely on the leftovers basically to restore your health points over time. Calm Nature boosts the special defense as mentioned, just to make us nice and bulky there, as do the EVs, bulky all around in this case, and the leftovers of course is our health restoration method, because there's not really any other way to do it for Lanturn. In terms of using this set, you go in, if you've got Toxic or Thunder Wave, you throw one of those out, and then you start attacking basically, and if you need to Heal Bell, you Heal Bell. Fairly simple, that's pretty much it there, and that's pretty much it for Lanturn today guys. So don't forget to vote for next episode's Pokemon. It's either going to be Mega Slowbro or normal Slowbro as well, or Nihilego. So let me know what you'd like to see by commenting either Slowbro or Nihilego down below. And this will be it for me for today, so I shall see you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye my friends.